All right, guys, so meal frequency, that's where we're at. This is video number 3. So the biggest piece that we're going to talk about in this is the start of this is about getting you guys into quality food, okay? So you can eat 1,200 calories, 2,000 calories, and if it's all junk and it's not worth your time, then that quality food basically isn't going to help you get the results in the long run. So we're building a solid foundation. We're starting to learn about quality foods, starting to learn about foods that we've always thought in society that are clean but actually aren't. And then down the road, we'll then talk about quantity. We'll talk about, hey, how much am I supposed to be eating? How much am I customly supposed to be for me? So key right now is meal frequency. Now, I understand that not everybody can eat 6 times a day, and that's probably pretty common for a lot of people, which is fine. But what we're trying to get you into is at least eating good 3 balanced meals and having little snacks in between. And those snacks can be little things. There's a list of things that we're going to give you guys. So, but meal frequency, we're trying to get our body into a rhythm of kind of getting the metabolism going. The meal frequency concept and idea is it puts our body in like a thermogenic state. So we start getting into a process where we're burning calories at a high rate. We're taking food in and we're using calories to burn calories to break down some of the food. So the key is meal frequency and starting to get into a rhythm, okay? So that's what we're talking about when we come to the meal frequency. Body temperature rises. There's some science behind it. Like I said, body temperature rises causes our body just to burn calories at a higher rate. So there's some information in there on how to do that. Now, we start talking about after frequency. We start getting into your custom nutrition plans. And everybody's body types and things of that nature is what changes our caloric needs. Okay, so there's a part right after that that says your custom nutrition plan and your caloric needs. This is a little bit later in the phases, so this is that part I'm telling you about that I give you now, but tell you to hold off on it until we get farther along, okay? But it'll be a good spot for you to take notes. So for most of us right now, the caloric deficit part 2 as well, we're not really worried about that yet. We're going to cause a caloric deficit through working out and things of that nature. We'll get deeper into exactly what your caloric deficit needs to be. So monitoring our progress, the biggest thing on that, for us is just seeing progress. That's the purpose of the measurements, but that's also the purpose of kind of pay attention to some of the things that are happening to you. Your clothes, how they're fitting differently, how your energy levels are. So for me, the number one thing I tell people is you want to notice energy level changes, okay? And they can be from I have high energy levels to all of a sudden I've got low energy levels. So we're trying to watch these energy levels and these spikes as we go through the process and we go through these 90 days. The quicker you can figure out energy levels and how they're manipulated and maybe how foods are causing that, the faster results become. So here's the thing I always tell people. If you could eat carbs every day, some people really like carbs. If I told you, hey, listen, you can eat a slice of pizza every day because it gives you tons of energy and it gets you to lose weight and you work out really hard, then ideally you would want to do that. So we're trying to figure out what food items and what things as we go through this process do that for you. Some people do very, very well when they eat carbs. Some people, when they eat carbs, they actually have a very negative response. And right now you probably think, oh, I know where I feel the best at. I feel the best on this, this, and this. That's actually going to change as the 90-day challenge progresses, okay? So right now, quality of food, and then paying attention to energy levels, and then we'll measure progress through other things, okay? We have a couple of short, little quick eating rules after some of that educational information there that kind of thrown in there for you. And then we're going to fast forward a little bit, how to use the meal plan, okay? So that's going to be where our next video is at. It's talking about the meal plan, so we're going to get actually into the nutrition aspect for you guys, okay?